You are
Yeah, good
welcome
morning from
to,
India.
yeah, good morning in India. You are welcome to this platform, and you are welcome. You introduce yourself to the folks, and then you can start your presentation. Over to you, please.
Perfect.
Yeah,
So good morning from India, gentlemen
yeah.
and my friends. Now this is Sanjay Bhardwaj. Thank you to my friend Debenzir from US for organizing this webinar tonight. And so basically, I'll just give you a quick background. What do we do and what's my background? So I've been into telemedicine space for nearly about 10, 11 years, working in India, Southeast Asia, Africa, part in US also for some time. And now, for the past about 3 years, I've been engaged with a US-based company called Digital Corporation, where we have been setting up telemedicine program and project in Asia and predominantly in Asia and Middle East markets. Now, I would just give you a quick background. When we started doing, telemedicine around 10 years ago, and we go and explain it to the team of doctors that this is what the concept is, and these are the tangible benefit of telemedicine which you can get without moving out of your medical college and universities. So people
Oh,
would just not believe us.
your audio.
You don't hear me?
Yeah, I think you say your audio is not on.
Uh,
Oh,
uh,
yeah.
is it on now? You hear me?
Can you
Do
hear?
you, do you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see the screen. I
Okay.
can hear you, but he could not hear you. One of them could not hear you.
I think his Mr. Dr. Loud's audio is off.
Okay, yeah, maybe he doesn't want to, he mutes his
Yeah,
system.
he's on mute. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
on
okay.
mute.
Okay.
So currently he's on mute,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So
You can
so I,
continue.
yeah. So when we basically came out with this concept of telemedicine, informing the doctors and the policy holder. Do you hear me? Am I audible?
He can't hear you.
Or you can't hear me? No, no. I guess.
Oh,
Uh,
yes.
no, it says.
You continue, he will come back.
Now, do you hear me?
Yeah, you can continue.
Right. So
Yeah, continue.
so you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So coming from those areas, or those times when people would just not believe that, we can actually provide a teleconsultation to the patients who are in the remote areas or remote geographies from a doctor sitting in the medical universities, we made it happen. However, we had a lot of challenges in terms of technology because connectivity was a major issue. And obviously, other than the connectivity, the human resources was the major challenge because to make the doctor or a cardiologist sit in front of a computer was very, very challenging in those days. And people would just not believe that they can actually sit for so long. So that's the background, and we progress further. We set up projects in Nepal, we set up projects in Bangladesh, we set it up in Philippines, we set it up in Senegal, Ghana, we set it up in Rwanda, we set it up in Vietnam, Myanmar, and Thailand, and so on. So over a period of time, we have evolved. Telemedicine, the technology has caught up with the time. From purely, video consultation, plus, a few of those medical devices which are connected, we have come a long way. So we have the whole set of, the medical devices which can be connected via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi to an application hosted on a tablet. The data is streamed real time. Patient and the doctor can actually interface on a real time basis on a video. The doctor can look onto the patient, the clinical profile, and prescribe medication, next level of intervention, so on, so forth, based upon the patient clinical condition, past history, allergies, and so on. So, having said that, Regivan basically has moved into the space, where we have the complete set of suite of telemedicine product. And let me go through, what exactly we offer. So our basically purpose is that we revolutionize healthcare at any point of time in a real-time basis. So I'll just, can you see my screen, gentlemen?
Yes, we can see.
All right, perfect. So here is a bit about the company. So a team which basically consists of a medical professional who maintain a very strong synergy and the teamwork with biomedical software and R&D engineers, medical device innovation team, which is a dedicated team based out of US and India, and mobile medical software solution embedded with AIs on cloud. So that's basically the core team, which carries out relentless work 24/7 in US and India to ensure the success of our product deliverables and so on. So in the last about 7 8 years of our involvement, so we have come out with two very innovative product, and one of them we call it as the cardio sleep, which is a patented FDA cleared stethoscope with cardiac diagnostic capability. So this device, when we club it with the software, is enabled not only to give the complete auscultation profiling, including the analytics, but it also gives the interpretation and analysis of a 3-lead ECG along with cardiac function test. And Rejuven's Clinic in his bag, which is a compilation of various medical devices, which are wireless medical devices communicating directly with an application hosted on a tablet and enabling the doctor to provide consultation on a real-time basis. So it's a comprehensive cloud-based care delivery platform. So this enables us to create what we call it as a smart telemedicine, the innovative telemedicine solution that empowers primary and preventive healthcare workers at any point of time at the granular level. So we are pretty much aware, what are the key challenges that we all face. Access is one of the challenge. People are not able to go to the healthcare centers, or people are unable to travel to the hospital because of long distances. Unfortunately, nearly about 30% of the people in developing countries have absolutely no way to go to the healthcare center or go to the provider or the hospital to take even the primary care. And on top of it, there is a lack of infrastructure because of various, financial reason. There is a lack of medical professionals, whether we call it as a paramedic, nurse, or for that matter, a doctor. And top of it, often the high cost of care, which envisage capital investment, which envisage the implementation, which is again a very, very expensive process. Operational expenses of running, a complete infrastructure which is managed by a team of maybe about 8 to 10, paramedics, nurses, pharmacists, and so on and so forth. And regular maintenance expenses, which takes a massive toll onto, the budget and other things. So this is some of the few challenges which we have encountered all over the world, whether this is India, whether this is about, I would say about 2/3 of Africa, what we have seen, nearly 2/3 of Southeast Asia, and a sizable, chunk of Middle East market. The challenges are more or less similar and generic in nature. And on top of it, there are some policy deficits. Whereas the present system, puts a lot of emphasis onto the tertiary level hospital, and what we are trying to conceptualize and what has been done in the last about many years is that our focus has to be onto the primary level, where we get a bulk of our patients, and if we do an adequate screening, preventive, and primary measures at the primary central level, that the cost of care at the tertiary level and secondary level is significantly lowered. So our basically aim is to empower primary healthcare worker, which can reduce the burden on tertiary and secondary level. So gentlemen, keeping in view the same philosophy and the guidelines, so this is what we have designed and developed. A very unique, complete suite of solution. We call it as a clinic in a bag, a clinic without walls, and absolutely a mobile at any point of care clinic, which has a nearly about 11 different medical devices connected to a mobile application hosted on a tablet. The software and the EMR is hosted on a cloud. So you can connect n number of remote clinics, n number of countries, locations, places, driven by embedded, artificial intelligence and machine learning capabilities, and an end-to-end EMR. So this has all the possibilities of what we can call it as a portable solution, which can be operated with or without internet, as long as there is a paramedic who is trained by us, goes to the patient and performs the primary consultation or the screening. To make this happen at the field level, at the community level, or at the places where we don't have doctors, we don't need much of a medical expertise, we don't need infrastructure. This is a portable solution. Someone can carry in his or her hand and go closer to the patient. And we don't need huge thousands and thousands or millions of dollars to implement this. This could be a very good and extremely, good synergy with any satellite clinic, mobile clinics, or ambulances for that matter, that ensure on-spot analysis of the patient clinical condition, on-spot health report, and on-the-spot complete health statistics of that community. So extremely user-friendly. Probably your driver or your servant, if he's we train him for about 3 days, he or she would be able to deploy it. Portable, weighs about 3.5 to 3.75 kgs with absolutely negligible maintenance cost. So this is a complete suite which I can deploy it anywhere, whether this is a community healthcare services, whether it's a home healthcare, whether it's a mobile clinic, and so on and so forth. Now, what we have here, gentlemen can see, this bag has all of these devices which are very nicely packed up here. So here do we have a pulse oximetry, an otoscope, which also doubles up as a dermoscope, a blood pressure check-in device, a unique product called CardioSleep I have just mentioned, spirometry for lung function test, blood test, lipid profile, urine estimation, ultrasound wireless, 12-lead ECG, infrared thermometer, infectious diseases for rapid test, weight and BMI. So through this portable clinic, you can do the complete set of vitals, complete analysis of cardiopulmonary disorders, heart, lung, liver, kidney, fair amount of lab work, imaging, and EMR. So all those capabilities are just packed into this powerhouse. So as you see, this is our main innovation. A single device which does your 3-lead ECG with auscultation, ECG analysis, cardiac function test, and cloud EMR. And it gives a diagnosis in seconds to the doctor on a real-time basis. I can put the device on my chest and you hear the heart sound in Ghana or in US or anywhere else in the world, and you can look onto the complete interpretation of my ECG and its analysis. If there is an arrhythmias or there is any dysfunction, second or third degree block, it analyzes that and throws that information with the cardiologist. Moving further, that's another solution that we have, Regiva, 24-hour live streaming of the ECG. And that ensures real-time monitoring with alerts for certain cardiac arrests, as we call it SCAs, certain cardiac analysis, and with backed up by a complete monitoring dashboard. So in terms of care delivery platform, from primary care, chronic care to acute care, so we have the complete solution starting with clinic in a bag. For chronic care management, we have CardioSleep, which gives you heart failure analysis, COPD, hypertension, diabetes, and so on. And for live streaming of ECG, we have a beat-to-beat analysis of heart rhythm and vitals. We have Regiva patch. So all of these devices are tagged onto a mobile phone, absolutely portable, wireless, and seamless connectivity. All of these tools are FDA certified and software is HIPAA compliant. And these are the reports which are generated near the patient by the software or the system itself. If you look onto the first report, this is a patient ECG. This is a complete ECG analysis along with cardiac function test and auscultation analysis. You can look inside the ear and figure out in case there is any otitis media or other infection, a urine report, a vital sign report, lung function test, ultrasound, blood glucose. This is again a dermoscope, and this is a breast screening for breast cancer analysis or breast cancer screening. So all these reports are system generated. I don't need a doctor. Doctor can only examine the thing and prescribe medicine based upon the output of these reports and suggest the next level of intervention. So this is what the doctor is able to look onto his end. He can look onto the complete graph of that area, patient health report, individual health report of the patient. He can talk to the patient on the patient history. You can see the video streaming between doctor and the patient. He can prescribe medicine. He can take notes. He can push out the details of encounters and so on, so forth. Now, typically when we work on a project, let's say, one country would like to implement a national level project for connecting multiple health centers to a telemedicine hub or a university that ensures real-time, clinical consultation between the patient and the doctor. This is what something we would envisage. So you have a health centers, whether this is temporary or mobile or near patient or home health care, connected by a suite of product. The data from the raw data from this is pushed onto the cloud server in the form of electronic medical report. The report can be passed or captured by the nurses on the first say. If the reports are normal, the nurses can ask the patient for a regular follow-up and no need to go to the doctor. In case you need to have some area of concern where the doctor's intervention is required, the report is seen by a team of doctors through an alert, and doctors can prescribe medical services in through a video consultation in terms of medication, some other test, or some other level of intervention. So this whole cycle from the patient to the cloud to the nursing station to the doctor and back to the patient can be carried out on a platform on a single solution. I don't need anything else. All we need is the team of doctors, your paramedic, and the basic, the infrastructure to support it. And then we can start off in as little as 3 to 4 working days. So in terms of scope and advantages, so the solution can be deployed in rural facilities where there are no doctors, can be deployed in the doctor's practices, hospitals, long-term care center, at home, at the workplaces, retail shops, mobile clinic, urgent care, and so on. So the solution can be deployed under multiple, I would say, avatar or multiple, I would say, customization, where it can carry out all those, different cases, use cases, and can run across those things on one software. So absolutely no implementation challenges. We can start as little as probably tomorrow if you have a good team, right? But we'll make sure once we are hitting the ground, or when we are hitting, we are able to provide healthcare to all the people who need it and who deserve it. So if you see, these are some of the pictures, from a real life scenario where we have done. We have put it on very, very, very remote areas. We have put it on a small fairs. We have put it up in industrial facilities, armed forces, health centers, temporary health centers, mobile clinic and ambulances. Even we are using it in air ambulances or aircraft also. We are going school healthcare, home healthcare in a hospital, or even the mobile in the cargo also. This is being used. So across multiple use cases, from industrial to primary healthcare centers to mobile clinic to temporary clinic to defense forces, the solution has been deployed in India and number of other places. So a paramedic can actually walk into the patient home also, or to any health centers, and they can perform the complete analysis. So this is our health CardioSleep, which is an FDA certified digital live streaming patch. So complete solution. And then in terms of our whole capability, we have actually come out with a whole lot of new software based solutions. But because the focus was only on to the connecting the primary healthcare, so I kept it onto those areas only. But this is a whole lot of other solutions that we offer. a step down ICU approach. We have an elderly care solution here, patient bedside monitor, I2PTM, remote monitoring of patients by nurses, ECG monitor, and wellness application. So these all are basically software-based solution which enables a patient to stay connected to his care provider or to the doctor through live streaming of his critical parameters with the alert built in, and doctors can identify those alerts quickly on the screen and take that intervention on a real-time basis. So some of the awards and recognitions that we have got globally, right? So we are among the top 50, innovative leader in US in I think 2018 or 17. Okay, we have been recognized by Stanford Medicine. Philips, we are the second, runners up on a Philips, global challenges here. Okay, personal connected healthcare, we are associated with them. And Silicon India has rated as the most promising telemedicine services provider for 2017 in India. So, gentlemen, this is what I was told by my friend Eben to keep it limited to about 15 minutes. So this is all about my presentation. So, you have questions? Please let me know.
All right. Thank you very much, Sanjay. We are grateful for your wonderful presentation. Ladies and
Thank you very
gentlemen,
much.
yeah, if you have some question, can you keep it coming, please?
Yeah. First of all, Sanjay, that was a wonderful presentation.
Thank you so much.
I'm actually very, very much inspired by what you did. Looking at the monitoring, the healthcare applications that you guys have developed, and I was so much in awe. And I want to find out, this application, is it available at what cost to maybe, let's say, a hospital somewhere in Ghana that wants to see whether they can apply and use it?
So we are talking to people in Ghana now, right? I visited Ghana about 3 years ago, and we met a lot of people in Ghana, including government officers and all. But somehow at that point of time, we were not very successful. In fact, we also met some of your, the leaders in the Ministry of Health also, some of the top officials. But now we are coming to Ghana again, I guess in the month of August, September, and holding a series of workshop and presentation on the capability of our solution and how this can be meaningfully deployed. So if you want, you can share with me email ID, and I would share with you the details, the technical details, and also the models that we have, so which will give you a deep insight into our capabilities of the solution, and also how we can carry out the implementation in the given scenario.
Okay, thank you. And the cost, you mentioned the cost. Any idea about the cost, please, Sanjay?
Well, that would be wonderful. I'll key in my email address.
So yeah, sure. So the cost of if let's say if someone picks up this kit from our office in India, it costs $6,000 only.
Okay. Is that okay, Dr. Lord?
Yeah, $6,000. I had it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, because like I'm saying, for Ghana, we have what we call the CHIP compound. CHIP compound is the lowest level in the healthcare delivery system in Ghana. Okay,
I am aware. Yes.
Yeah. So with the CHIP compound, if some of this is deployed in the CHIP compound, there will be a lot of cases that will not have to go to the district or the nearest hospital. They'll be dealt with at the lower level. Okay, and with that being done, pressure will be reduced on the doctors at the district and other ancillary hospital. So I think it is a good technology which we need to, see how best we can adopt it. But a quick one: who owns the data that is collected by the system? That is my question.
So let's say the data is owned by the implementation partner.
Okay.
Let's assume, you have put it up in your practice, in your hospital, you are the owner of the data.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
We don't keep data with us, and we
Okay.
haven't signed agreement with a partner that they are the owner of the data. Yes.
Okay. 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 That is an important question, because most people, they will look at the confidentiality of the data and see how safe will a patient data be with a third party. So once that is in the hands of the facility, I think it's perfect. That is good.
Yeah.
And
Right.
yeah. Doctor, are you saying something?
Yeah, following up on that, following up on that, the security or the integrity of the cloud storage aspect.
I didn't get you. Come again, sir.
I was asking if you can hear me.
Okay,
I was
continue.
asking about the integrity and the security of the cloud storage for the.
So it's like this. I guess, when we talk about the safety of the data and integrity of the data, as you rightly mentioned, right? So this solution is HIPAA compliant. So as long as a solution is HIPAA compliant, both at the local level, that's at the level of web access, and also on the portal, this adheres on to the toughest of the safety norm. So this is a HIPAA compliant solution hosted on an Amazon Web Services AWS cloud. So we adhere on to the most stringent global practices in terms of data safety and data security. So you can be absolutely sure that the data is on the safest hand as long as it's on a cloud. The moment it gets onto your server, it's onto the safest hand, unless there is a breach by some of the internal members only. We haven't had any issue of data being leaked either from the cloud or from our web portal or from any other source in the last about 6 years or so.
Thank you.
Yeah. You have his email in the chat. So, Mr. Sanjay, you can pick his email in the chat, and then you can start a necessary communication from there.
Sure, definitely. I'll put it across a note too.
They're talking about the implementation. What support do you give facilities that sort of trying to adopt your the tool? Do you give some support to them?
So I'll tell you, when we look onto the project, we study the complete end-to-end scenario in your use case.
Okay.
So our support basically extend onto three fronts. First critical front, and I have seen that is very, very important, is giving training to the people who are going to actually use the product at both sides, whether this is a doctor or your paramedical staff. Point one.
Okay.
Point number two, we maintain adequate stock of the hardware or the devices with a partner in that country, so that in case of any breakage or any damage to the device, it can be replaced quickly.
Okay.
Right? Software support, we have a 24/7 team in US and in India. So in case of any the breach in the software or any problem with the software, so they have an uptime of nearly 99.8% to address those things in no time. I'll just give you a very small example. Yesterday, I think at about 11:30 or 11:35, there was some issue with the database, and in about 10 minutes they're able to rectify that in US. So imagine only in 10 minutes we are able to rectify, and this is only the second instance where there was any problem in the database administration, and which we are able to rectify. So we maintain very strict quality control in US and in India to make sure that this is a seamless operation. And third thing that we do is, assuming as we expand your program further, so we keep on adding more solutions or more capability to your project or to your program, so it becomes a kind of a agile and a scalable program for you. Just to give a very simple example, you want to add on to something which we call it as an ophthalmoscope. You want to add on, look onto the eyes of hundreds of people there, so we can integrate that. Or you can want to add on to some more blood devices, we can do that. infectious diseases like COVID-19 testing, we have added onto this. So all those capabilities can be added onto this platform.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
I want to follow up question.
Please, please.
Okay. So I wanted to know the package that you are rolling out. I'm looking at the cardio sleeve. I'm looking at the blood test, the urine test, and all the 6 components that I saw. Is it like a complete package that you roll out, or you have a basic package and then you can add on depending on which facility we are referring you are dealing with?
So it's like this. You see, the blood tests are not manufactured by us. So for doing the blood test, we connect you to the other sources or the other manufacturer who are FDA certified. Right. So these, because in blood tests we need to have a strong supply of all the consumable, whether these are the strips or whether these are the reagents if required. So for the blood test, we connect you with the people who are most reliable and trusted by us, and they have been using, we are using multiple players for this. So these devices, either we integrate onto a platform, or we ensure that there's a continuous engagement in terms of the the supply of the consumable to you for all the blood devices. So we basically take care of all the hardware, all the physiological parameters that we have. For rest of the thing, there is a separate association that goes with you other people. In case you want it from us, so we can supply that also.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'm sure when we meet, there will be more time for me to actually delve deeper into how the package is rolled out at the clinic or hospital level. So for now, I'm okay.
So what we can do is maybe, Eben, just look onto this thing. Maybe at some point of time we can organize a kind of an online demonstration of our solution.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So you have a feel of the workflow. You have a feel of the capability of the software. And then before we come down to Ghana, I guess we are planning to come down to Ghana. Actually, we are talking to some people at another big town. We rolled out the first program. It's a fairly large place actually, about 250 kilometers from Accra.
Okay.
Kumasi. Yeah. Kumasi.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Sanjay, do you have any facility currently, using your technology or your tool in Ghana?
So I set up a project in 3 years ago, as I told you, in 2017 March.
Yeah.
Okay. So which was done with some team in Kumasi only, but unfortunately, those people didn't take it too forward. So we used it for about 1 year and 2 or 3 months, and then they backed out because the core team, the management team, disintegrated because of the differences.
Okay.
All right. So they were our distributor cum implementation partner. So we had set up 5 clinics with them in Kumasi, connecting to one hospital at the back in Kumasi city, and 5 in the periphery of Kumasi.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the board of directors, they had some differences and so on. So decided to split away, and the company possibly didn't go forward. But we are looking out for good set of people who would be more than interested to talk to us. And we can give them a kind of a strong partnership model in Ghana. And also we met some people in Ivory Coast also, which was close by. The Ivory Coast. Yeah, they also came to meet me in Ghana.
Okay.
And they were also very interested.
Yeah, the fact is, what I see is, we need to blend business mind, medical mind, and technical mind together, work as a team to ensure the effective deployment of this technology. You shouldn't say I'm a doctor or I'm a technologist or I'm a bit. No, all the 3 should be able to come together to ensure the success of telemedicine in Africa.
Yes. So everyone has to contribute equally well into this initiative. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Any more question? Miss Sally, if we have some question, or what about support for people in the north, the cheap compound?
No, please.
Do you think the facility can help in healthcare delivery in the northern part of Ghana? Anyway, she hasn't got any question. Yeah. Are you saying something?
Oh, I would like to thank Sanjay so much for the presentation. It's really
Thank you.
insightful. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Hello.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, Sanjay, thank you very much. If there is no question, we thank you so much for your time. I know it's at dawn in India, but you are here with us talking. We are very grateful and appreciate it. And we hope with time we can do, oh boy, somebody is coming in. Okay. We can do something fruitful to the benefit of us all in Ghana and Africa for that matter, as far as healthcare delivery is concerned. I will look at the schedule and then we'll try to demonstrate, get an online demonstration schedule so that you can come
Right.
and give us a presentation of that for us to actually appreciate how it looks like. And then if people want to come on board and use the services, they can at least come and do that. So once again, we thank you so much and very grateful for your time. God bless you. Yeah.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
All
And
right.
thanks a lot, everyone there. And have a nice weekend ahead. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you very
Thank you.
much, all. So
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh boy, these
Thank you
guys
very
are now
much.
coming.
Thank you so
Hi.
much. Okay.
So guys, so we hope to see you some other.
See you
Next time
soon.
we schedule.
Yeah, see you soon, gentlemen.
And thank you very
See you
much.
soon.
God bless you all.
See you.
Bye.
See you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
This may
Thank you.
be due to respiratory infection or other serious condition. Be informed. Be prepared. Be smart. Be safe.